Hi everyone, Sandra from Scraps to Beauty. How are you guys tonight? I've already come in early and chatted a little bit because everybody here was here so early. So I have some happy mail to show. I have some things that I have. If you were here earlier, you saw my jelly prints that I was whining about yesterday on Twitter. Oh. So, all right. So first, I'm going to show some happy mail. I had sent Galena some happy mail, and so she was nice enough to send me something back. So she's not here, I don't think, tonight. So she sent me this. She painted this. Isn't it nice? And I live by the shore. I don't know if she knew that, but yeah. So she painted that. Look how cute she did the clouds. Happy mail. Yeah. And then she painted this. And then so I said to her, well, where did you sign it? You didn't even sign it. How am I going to know a year from now that this is from you? So she says, oh, I'll send you a little sticker with the signature. I said, you always have to sign your work. Hi, Bunny. I said, you have to sign it and date it, always. And she said, you know what? So she writes me back later. She goes, you know what? I think I did. I did do it. I said, you did? Where? I don't see it. Hi, Ella. So do you see this little black thing right here? That's her initials, GK. That's where she signed it. I was like, oh my gosh, you need to write it big. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So thank you, Galena. So she's here. She might be here later. I know, it's funny, right? I'm like, who's going to see that? I thought that was like a little chicken scratch. I was like, oh, I didn't even pay attention to it. I was like, write that thing big. So it's very nice. And it'll go nice in my, I have downstairs my little computer room is like all seashells and stuff like that. So I'll stick that in there. Yeah, that was sweet of her, wasn't it? So I got that. And then let's see. I went to Hobby Lobby. I showed this a little bit earlier. And I got this because I'm always saying, I don't know what color goes with what. Hi, Kia. So this is the Magic Palette Coloring Mixing Guide. Takes the guesswork out of mixing colors. So I'm hoping that does. So now I can say, oh, I love this color with this green, with this blue. And I'll know what to do. So we'll see how much that works. Hi, Kia. So it's pretty nice. So this is the, what is this? This is the dominant color here. And then you put this color to mix to get this color. So it goes all the way to black, to Payne's gray, raw umber, burnt sienna, permanent green light, sap green, phthalo emerald green, cerulean blue, phthalo blue, ultramarine, dioxanide purple, quinacridone magenta, alizarin crimson, quinachromate red, forget it, cadmium red medium, cadmium orange, cadmium yellow medium, and cadmium yellow light. Hi, Lisa. Ooh, there was, I forget, one girl when we went in the Julie, in our Julie class at the ink pad, and it was one of these words. Maybe it was this one. It wasn't Quiddat. Phthalo. No, it was really something like, and she kept using it, of course, because she knew how to pronounce it. So that was my one thing from Hobby Lobby, and that was in the clearance section. And then what else did I get? I'm trying to see. And so then I ordered these. This is Darcy, our Darcy, made by Darcy, UK. There she is. So I want to play with this. Oh, you missed the chart. The chart is this. It's called the color. It's the Magic Palette, and it's called the Coloring Mixing Guide. Coloring Mixing Guide. So hopefully that will solve my problems, because I just can't do it on that little color wheel. I don't know why I just can't. So Sunday, hopefully we'll play with this. I want to do some jelly plate artwork in the back, and then play with the little snowman. Isn't he cute? Cute. And the Christmas tree. So that's from our Darcy UK. She designed a stamp from here. The paper artistry. It's a cute stamp, isn't it? I want to get the reindeer too. I like the reindeer. She has a reindeer one too. And then I got, I love this. This is just like Tim's heart. You know, the one that I use all the time. It's the heart and the circle. Yeah, the tree is cute. Hi, Janny. There's Janny. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. Hopefully you're feeling better. So this is Tim's, what is this one called? This one's called the Festive Scribbles. And the other one is, the heart has something scribbles. I forget what the other one is. But I love the star in that one. And the tree is cool. So I'll have to do some foam stamps like that with this one. Would be cool. All the text on there is your own handwriting. Oh, that's cool. So she says all this text here is her own handwriting. Isn't that cool? Splats. Thank you, Bunny. Yeah, so the other one is Splat Scribbles, and this one is called Festive Scribbles. So I got that. And then, of course, I'm looking for my other words. I have to turn this one inside out. Where is this? So this is his Holiday Words 2. Of course, I can't find my Holiday Words 1, which I was looking for. So this one says, if you can see it, Jolly, Wonder, Tinsel, Magic, Happy Holidays, Memories, Joyful, Tidings, Traditions, From, To, Let It, must be Let It Snow, and Snowflake. So that's his holiday, his words holiday 2. You have this one. This is not his first one though. Isn't this like his second one? Didn't the other one say something else? I thought the other one said like Christmas, and I don't think you have this one, Ella. I think you have the first one because that's the one I was looking for. This is the second one. He's came out with the second one for this year because this is called the Holidays 2. Go check, but I don't think so. I think this is a new one. Like that. And then I love these little trees. These are called woodlands. I love that. The tree for the foam stamp, tree cut in half would be great. Yeah, it would. A pop of black. Like, yeah. So I think these would all make cute foam stamps. Oh, and then I did get this. The coffee. I have so many of these, but I really like this one because they were like bigger and that's the splots. Hi, Mitzi. Was in the first edition, I think. Yeah, you're right. Right. This is his second one. So if you're thinking that, you know, this is a new one for this year. The other one is last year, and I'm pretty sure it says like Merry and Bright, and it says Christmas. I forget what else it says. I have to find mine because, of course, I couldn't find it today. Or else I would have showed it to you guys. All right, so I have that. Oh, and I have one more thing. Let's see here. Let me stick this here. Put that in there. I did get one of these. I love, you know, I love hearts, and so this is the snowflakes. Hi, Lilith. And so they did send me a catalog from the memory box. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love some of these that are in here. Like, look at this one with the tree. This one's cool, isn't it? Thanks, Trina. And I love this. I thought this would be cute if you were making like houses for Christmas, and this would be like the roof line. I love this. These are cute. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Very Nice. So they really do have some nice dies, I do have to say. They have a lot of Christmas ones. I love all the snowflakes, the hanging snowflakes. Look at that. That would be a dangerous read for you. Me too. It's like, you know, I just ordered the one, right? Because it was like, oh, there were so many. And of course now she sends me the whole catalog. Torture. I know. Look at that. Look at this one. That one's so pretty. The one though I'm having a problem, like, see, I love all these ones with the snowflakes. And I showed you, I didn't get this one, but I showed you guys the snowflake one, this one. No, this one with the trees. I love the way that is. And then there was another one. I was like, how does that work? That one's cute. Snowflakes. You have 4 memory box dies. Oh, they're expensive there, yeah. See, like I love this one that's like distressed on the corners. I mean, they came out with some nice ones this year. I think I have this one. I think I got that at the expo. The gingerbread guy. And then I don't understand how this one, look at this one. This is supposed to be a distressed corner, but nothing really touches. So how does it get distressed? I'm wondering. Unless it's pulls it all out. I don't know. I'm killing you. I'm killing you, Ella. Now, look at that with the stars. I know, it's killing me. It's like, why did they send me this? They know how I am with dyes. It's like, oh my gosh, look at these. The houses. Sorry, Ella. And this one's cute. So that was my memory box. So that was that. And then I was tweeting. You love dyes. That's me too. I was tweeting when I was at Michael's. They have so many coloring books now. It's just like, oh my gosh. I think I saw one on fans the other day in Hobby Lobby. So the only one I came away with was this one, the ugly sweaters. Because you love the houses. I know, I shouldn't have showed it to you. Paint, and the list goes on and on and on. You're right, Bunny. Oh my gosh. But for, I have a cookie swap party every year, but this year I want them to wear an ugly sweater. Yuck. You don't like the ugly sweater? So my invitations are going to be, look how perfect this is. So I'm going to color these and put them on invitations, and they're going to look at that one. That is really ugly. So I'm going to put, hi Kate. Hi Renee. I'm going to put, they're going to have to wear an ugly sweater. Of course, I'll have prizes for them. And I'm trying to see, I think that was another page with the little ugly sweaters. There's another one. This is the one with the 12 days of Christmas. So it has this one. Oh my gosh, I think this is so funny. I have to color all of these and put them on an invitation for them. It's like, I love this one. This is not ugly though. How could they say that's ugly? It's so cute. Yeah, I have it every year. Oh, look, there's one for your kitties. Look, happy birthday to Eileen's kitties. But I don't find these ugly. I find them cute. This one's cute. That's a little much. Look at that. There's a Thanksgiving one, too. Oh, you could do it with ugly colors. That's true. See, like, that's not ugly. How could they say that's ugly? So I think it'll be fun. So I like to work on that next, after we do the book. I want to work on the invitations. I got this one at Michael's. They have a whole bunch of Christmas ones now, Teresa. They had this. The other one that was really nice was, it was like birds in the winter, like winter scenes it was. That one was really cool. And then they had one that was like a garden, like houses and gardens. I mean, there's so many of them now. It's just like, you can't keep up. So I don't think it shows anymore in the back. No. But they had like, I want to say they had four different Christmas ones. And then if you saw the one Dee Dee did with the flower girl, how she's all dressed up in the fashion. And so now they come up with like 4 in 1. So it's like really thick. It's like $15 and it's got like 4 coloring books in one. So, hi Buttercup. Oh, and they're having Dover, she says, having 60% off coloring books today. The only other one I want to get is Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. I have pictures when I did the Harry Potter walk in London. And so I want to find my pictures. I want to do, hi Jean. I want to do a Harry Potter mini book using the coloring book. So that's probably the one I'm going to try to color from beginning to end. So I was just showing them the ugly holiday sweater coloring book, Jean. But there's really nothing ugly in here. Like I don't see anything ugly in here. I mean, some of it might be busy, but that's not ugly. But oh my gosh, I can't wait to do these. I cannot wait to do the little ones. Like that. That's not ugly. My favorite is the little Terry dog. I love him. I think he's so cute. Now there's what, the fruit cake? Is that the fruit cake? That's kind of ugly. That's the only one that I would say is kind of ugly. You just woke up. Oh my goodness. So, and there's the kitty one. I think the dog one's it. Like this one. I love that one. That's cute. So that was all my haul. So I have one other thing I have to show today before we get going. Whoops. Whoops. There goes my... Hold on. Oh, look, Jean, you missed it. I got Darcy's stamp. Isn't that cute? And she says she does that with her own handwriting. I love the snowman. He's so cute. So I have that. And then Mitzi, now that you're here teaching, you could tell me. Mitzi, I think it was Mitzi. Yes. Mitz. She here? Is Mitz here? There's Linda. We were trying to tweet you earlier. I came on a little bit early. Yeah, isn't it? So I'm going to try to play with that on Sunday. So, but Mitz, you know, Mindy, she I guess she got the Peerless watercolors. Whose idea was this, Jean? Was this you or Joyce? I know it was somebody's. It wasn't my idea. But she wanted to know how to store them, and so this is just one of those albums that you get. I think it was Mindy who wanted to know. And so, hi Terry. So it's just what holds 4 by 6, and so what I did was I just cut them up, and then what I did was this is the sheet here, and so that's on the outside. I put that with score tape, and then what I did was I just trying to see if whose idea was. There's Martha. Hey, hi Martha. Who is Permanent 49? I don't know. You saw some, oh, so Jean saw something similar in Daptis. So this is how, because she wanted to know how to do it. So I just cut, and they're too long. There's about an inch that I cut off. And I put that in another book. I'll have to tweet it to you because I can't find the book, of course, tonight. So then what I did was I just took a piece of white cardstock and then wrote the name of the color because the color's in the back, and then just swatched it. So I did that with all of them. So, I mean, it's very cool. I like it. That's the way I keep them. And then I like my little book if I could find it. But it's a great way to do them. So this is on the outside of the plastic so that you can go ahead. And then the other side is blank. So if it's still wet, it doesn't matter. It's not going to smear on anything. So I have all mine in here like this. Like that. Yep, that's it. So that's how I store my Peerless. All right. So we're ready to get going. So tonight I think it was it Teresa or Marilyn who wanted to know how to do the tree from start to end. So we're going to put a tree in ours. So this is just regular, it's not regular tissue paper. Gabby got a present from somebody, and so it feels just like regular tissue paper. So what I'm going to do is I just use any old spray. Which set is this? The Peerless? The Peerless is, what is it? It was you, Teresa? Oh, okay, good. This is just the watercolor. This is the one that's got, I think it's the regular. Which one is this one? The complete edition. This one's the complete edition. Yes, of course. It's a zebra stripe book. So I can't find my other little book. I'll just have to tweet the picture. Yeah, so I saw it from Jean, and Jean said she saw it adapted from somebody else. But you can see, so I could take my paintbrush and go ahead and, you know, to pick up my color. And on this side, it's clear, so if it still stays wet, it's not going to get stained on anything. And then the card is underneath. Yeah, so you could see, you know, you could see the color of what you want there. Oh, I must have had extra. Oh, these must be my extra, maybe. I don't know why I had that extra big block in there. This might have been, I think I might have also got the, what do you call it, that little 15 set one. I don't remember. But anyway, so, but that's how I do it. So these are all glued on the outside. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it's nice because then I have them all just in here. But like I said, they're too long. So I had an inch, about an inch. And then I cut them. And if I could show you the book, I'll have to tweet it to you. And then I made it like a traveling one that I could keep myself. So, all right. So all you do is take your sprays that you don't use anymore. So I gave a whole bunch of these away. These are the old color wash. It is a great idea. Thanks. Not mine though. 10 anonymous viewers. Gotcha. Thank you, Martha. Hi, Meg. So I just take whatever spray, and I also use this one. This one is Tattered Angels, and this one's called Chocolate Covered Cherries. So these are the two that I use. So you could use anything. If you had Dilutions Brown and, Lindy's Brown, whatever you have that's kind of brown, and this one's more like a caramel. This one's butterscotch, and this one is espresso. So let me put some. So I usually do it with paper towels, but I'm going to go ahead and do it with tissue because I find the tissue is a little bit thinner. So thanks, Martha. So so now I'm just going to show you how I do it. So all I do is I just start spraying. So I just do the brown, and then in between that, the gold orangey color. And then back over it. And you just do it really to your liking, how you, it's going to dry just a little bit lighter. And then I do the other side as well. So. If you wanted to put a little black in here, if you wanted to get a little bit darker, you could do that too. I should have put my gloves on. My magic hands. So I'm going to do the back. Like I said, you would do this with a paper towel too if you wanted. And then I just cover it till, I see there's no more white. This is really going to be wet. So it gets pretty wet. So as you can see. And then if it dries, if you find that you want it darker in some other places, you could go back. So that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to put this to a side. So all this leftover spray, because I don't spray in a box or anything like that. Let me get paper towel here. So I'm just going to lay this on a paper towel for now, right there. So now all this spray that I have left over, I usually take some seam binding because I figure that I'll probably use it in the project. So I just drop seam binding on here and then wipe it all up with that. Let me do another yard here. And if you don't use it in this project, you'll use it somewhere else. So, and then you could spray a little water if you wanted to get it, a little bit more soppy. Hi, Ash. Saw your books. Oh my gosh, Ash has like the best thrift store. She got some really cool books today, and she got some really cool paper the other day. So then you can see you just pick it all up. And it'll match your paper. Ash is showing, yep, I'm showing how to make the trees. out of the tissue. You could do it out of the toilet paper, out of paper towels, or today we're doing it with tissue paper. So you can see, and then I just want to make sure that I have all that white done and the color. Ew. I should say ew, but this doesn't bother me as much. I don't know why. I guess because it's not. But look how nice the ribbon looks now. So now we'll just let that dry. I'll stick that over there. And then, oh, well, darn, I wonder what I do with my spider. I wanted to show you guys. Darn. And then I'm just going to wipe this to make sure, well, I'll wipe it after. So now, since this is pretty wet, what we have to do is we have to dry it. And then I like to add this on after it's dried a little bit because it's got a little bit of shimmer. Will it reactivate when it gets wet? What, this? This or the ribbon? You love doing with the ribbon? All right, hold on, get my heat gun. All right, heat gun. It does dry pretty quick. You just have to be really careful now because it's wet and it can tear pretty easy. Oh, the ribbon. Once it's dry, I don't think so. I never had a problem. I've never re-wet it though either. Just takes a while because it gets so like saturated. That's why I usually try to do it before you guys come. But you can see how nice and crinkly it is, and then when you twist it, it's even better. No, you're welcome. We could try it when the ribbon is dry. We could, you know, squirt it and see. Just remind me. Right, so it's a little bit damp still, and so now what I do is I go back, because I like shimmer on mine, so you don't have to do that. Color wash is pretty staining. Should not react to water. So what I do now is because it's got all that glitter on here, I go back and I spray this. But like I said, this step you don't have to do, but you know, I love glimmer. So then I'll dry this side and then I'll turn it over to the other side. I only use just the two. I use this one, the butterscotch, and the espresso. And then I use this little chocolate covered cherries. Sometimes I'll go in if I want it darker, and I'll go in like with a touch of black here and there. Heat gun. But I don't know if you can see that it's got some glimmer to it now, some shine. I'll hold it up there in a second and you can see. Hi, Jess. I have so much of Tattered Angels, I have to use it. So usually I use it for stuff like this. I just do it just so I could get rid of it. So let me just show you if you could see the shimmer. Like the back side doesn't have the shimmer, but this side does. So can you see where this has got like a reddish I don't know if you can see that. It's got like a reddish shimmer, but this side doesn't. So you can see it's just, it's hard to see, but when I look here, you can see that it glitters. It glitters on this side. So, right, I have to just dry it a little bit more. So, heat gun. And then once you twist the tree, if you don't like it, you could respray it, and then, spray whatever darker you want, lighter that you want. Yeah, I think they're still around, but I don't know who sells their stuff. But I have probably, I bet you over 30 bottles, so it's like I've got to use it. All right. So it's still still needs to be dry a little bit, but we're going to prepare our page anyway. So I'm going to make sure I have all of this on there. So it just needs to be, but see, that's pretty much all you do. So you can see it's got some like caramel color in there. It's got some dark. Like I said, you could go back and spritz it with some black if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And then we can always go back. So put that over there. Just make sure I clean all of this. I don't have anything on here. We can put this away for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of acetate in the page. So that's where we're going to put our tree. I'm just trying to think of if I want the tree like in the middle or if we want to put a little picture on the edge. I wish I would have brought my stays up here. I don't think I have my stays on. But we're going to put it on here. So of course, this has blue, has 2 sheets of blue on each side. So we're going to take off one side. Let's see. So it just peels off like that. And then now we have to decide too what we're going to do with our album. If you want to put 3 holes or 4 holes, and I usually do 3. I usually do 3 holes, but for this one I'm going to do 4 because I want to be able to put like a pocket here in the middle. So if we only did 3 holes, if you try to attach something here, it's just going to flop all over. So we definitely need 4 holes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in about 1 inch from each end. And then this will be my sample for the rest of the so that's that one. So I just measure it from here, and then I'll measure the inside and then go from there and divide it. So then we just need to put the 2 in here. So I'm going to get a ruler. Yeah, mine was like that too, I think. Oh, I need a ruler. So now I have, this is like 6 inches. So we're going to come in every 2 inches. So where's my marker? So I'm going to come 2 inches in here and 2 inches in here. So now I'm just going to and then I wish I had my brown stays on up here. I don't think I do, even my black one. Because I'd like to, well, I have my white one. And maybe we'll do with white. I can go back with the brown if I can find it. Let's see. So there, so I have my 4 holes. So for this album, I have 4 holes that I'm going to use. This one could have come in a little bit more, but oh well. All right, so let me see if I have my brown one up here. And my black. So with the with the acrylic, the only thing that you can ink is with stays on. So this is black. I would like to have my brown, but black it is, because I can't find my brown. So I'm going to go around and just ink the edges. Actually, I'm going to use a little sponge. I want to get a little bit more in that little line. So I'm just going to ink the edges, just lightly. Black stays on, yep. I would have used brown, but I think my brown is downstairs, so black it is. I'll go over it with the brown later maybe, but I'm going to go with black for now. All right, so there we are. This will help you see it better too. And we could stamp on here. I'm trying to see if I had, if I have any stamps that I could stamp on here. Isn't there film? Yes, I took the film off of one side, Jean, and I have the film on the other side still. I'm trying to see if there's any stamp that I want to use that I have close by. I don't see anything offhand. Way up here. We'll see. It has a protective cover. Yes, I took one off and I left the other one on. All right, so let's see if this is dry enough now. It's still a little wet. So, and in order to put this down, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on like a thin chipboard, and then we'll glue it onto this. So, which means since it's clear, we're going to have to go on both sides. So we're going to have to actually make 2 trees, one for each side. Let's see if I have anything. I do. So I have some thin chipboard. And this part now is pretty easy. Let me see. There we go. So we could decide, do we want a picture here? So let me just see if I have a piece of, there's a smaller piece there. I'm looking for. So let's say we want to put a picture here. Hi, Orla. So I'm going to go with a 4x5. That should be good. And we're going to need one for each side. Oh no, I got that. So now you get to decide where you want your tree. I really don't want the tree from here because with the turning and all that. So I'm definitely going to put the tree coming like this. And then we'll put we're going to put our piece here like this. So I'm looking for, so this is gathered twigs. I'm trying to see if I have my, oh, hi Sharon. I'm looking for my dauber, my brown one. There it is. Let me get it without moving everything. So I'm just going to ink this. And we'll do the same with this one. So I have one for one side, one for this side. So I'm going to put this down here, but I'm only going to put tape. Where's my tape? 1/4-inch tape. I want to put something to go inside here, and maybe like a little, I don't know, a little something. I know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape just at the top and bottom. And I don't like to use glue because glue usually hardens up and then it usually just comes off. But with the tape, it stays on pretty well. And then I just want to make a note that whatever mat I put inside here is going to be 4 by like 3 3/4, something like that. So I'm not going to glue that down yet until we put our tree down. But we have our idea. We want this like that. And now let's get to our tree. So I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to tear this in half. So we need half for one side and half for the other. It's still a little damp. Let's see which side. This one seems drier. So we'll use this side. So what I'm thinking of is, let me get a pencil so I could show you guys, and some paper. Or here, this. So this is what I'm thinking of doing here. So let's see. So I want, tree trunk is, something similar to this, and then, the root of the tree. Oh, well, you can't see that. I need a darker marker for you guys. Here, the Sharpie. So usually you have your tree, and the wonkier, the better. So kind of like that. And then you want, usually you have let's put this, I want to make sure that I want to put my branches to kind of come behind my mat here. So like this. It's a little wonkier. And then maybe another one that comes out like this. And then one that, comes off. And we can play with it around once we get it with the, but basically that's what we want. Something similar to that. So, and I like to make this just a little bit thinner in here and wider at the bottom. And then maybe we'll even put some moss in there. So we kind of have our idea. So I just really want to do this kind of wonky because we're going to put our paper towel over this. So if it goes a little over, under, it's fine. So see, so far we have this. So see, you just kind of want to make it wonky. This I kind of look at it like it's, a squirrel or something is in here. We could put a squirrel, peeking out. Thanks, Ella. So now we have that and that, like that. And then we're going to just cut our trees a little bit. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this. And then once we form our tree, wonky, once we form our tree, then we could decide, how we want to cut it and stuff. So I'm trying to see. Right. So you need a glue stick. You need a glue stick. Move this over here. And now we're going to take our tree. So I want to do double. So let's say this is about an inch. So you want to do like a 3-inch. I do like a 3-inch piece. So I just kind of tear it now. I'm just going to tear it and try to keep it, between 3 and 4 inches, something like that. And just tear it down. You can always add more to it. So I'll push this over to the side. And then now what I'm going to do is I try to find my side that I put the shimmer on. And of course this one didn't have any shimmer on this side. Oh yeah, here it is. So what I do is I keep that on the outside. Like I said, you don't have to have shimmer on yours. And then I'm just going to tuck this over. I like to fold the edge in. And then I'm going to tuck this edge in like this. So now you have just this. You see that? So now what I'm going to do is I am going to fold them in again. So I'm going to glue that to hold it in place. And fold that in again like that. I'm only gluing here because I want to rip this part here to make the branches. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to start twisting. And then sometimes it depends, like, so now I really like this more for the top and this more for the bottom. And we might have to add more, or you don't wrap it as tight. Let's see, I really want mine tight. I really want it to look like it's got like aging on there. So it's just a matter of playing around with it now. So this is too thin for me. I don't want that. I don't want that tree to be that thin. So I want it a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to try to, maybe I won't fold it as much on the inside. So maybe I'll just leave it with that one fold. How we just did it with just the one fold. So it's wider like that. So it's all about just playing around now. And then twisting it to see how you like it. So I don't put any glue or anything yet until I see how I want the trunk. So I know I want this part where this is going to be. I want this wider. So I just kind of like play around with it. So I'm kind of liking that right now. And then we can add another piece to make this bigger. So once you twist it and kind of like it the way you want, I just start gluing a little bit here and there. So I know I want this on here. So I'm going to glue this onto this. So you can see we have that so far. But I know I want this thicker, but we'll get it there. And then I'm going to take this part, this bottom, and I'm going to just tear it right up the middle like. So see how it's torn? And then I'm going to twist this to make like the limb that come off the edge here like this. So I'm going to put some glue. And then I'm just going to wrap it around. Twist this so that we have a nice little point here. So it's just really how you want your tree, how you want it to look. If you want it to look like really old and raggedy. Whoops. So we have that so far. And I want to, sometimes instead of just twisting, I'll like scrunch it. So we'll scrunch it up here like this. Oh, I'm not glue here. So we have that so far. Then I'm going to take this one and kind of put it over to this side like this. And then I'm just going to scrunch it. And I'm just trying to do the base of the tree so that it's bigger. So, and then I'm going to twist this. You see? Twist this like this. Yeah, I like it. I know maybe it's too tedious for some people, but Right, so then I'm going to take another piece and I want to cover this bottom piece. So then I'm just going to take this and also, see if I have a shiny piece on here, this one. I'm going to just tuck that in and then just start twisting this around. And then I'm going to add that on there. So I'm going to put some glue here, twist that around, add some glue down in here, and then add this onto here. Does this recommend the braiding? No, I mean, the braiding her hair? No. So see, now we have our trunk. You don't have the patience for this. It's almost done. Look, what do you mean? So I just want to make sure I get my glue. I want to make sure it's all down. Look, now we just have this part to do. So I want this to be kind of thick. So now up in here, I'm going to tear this apart. So I want one for one branch. So I'm tearing that down. And this will go to this direction. So I'm going to put a little glue in here. It's just twisting, Jess. You could do this. Twisting, twisting. And then now I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. So I'm not going to tear this part off yet because I want to make sure I see how I like it. So now we have this, and our mat's going to go underneath there like that. Hi, Carol. So we have that. So now we want to make one other one up here. So we're going to put some glue here, and the same thing now. I'm just going to twist this around. Like that. So we have that. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to cut this one off. And I know I want this one. I'm going to cut this one here. So this will come up like this. And you just kind of want to get it into like a point. So we have that there so far. So there we go, like that. Art and crafting, right? It's not hard, just twisting and turning, twisting, turning. Okay, so now I want to make this trunk just a little bit thicker because we can move it, we could move it over like this, just a little bit. So I'm going to take another little piece, glue this down, whoops, on the edge. And then I'm going to twist this one also. So then I'm going to put this right next to this piece here. And then see how this is kind of brown? Like I don't really like it that it's that much gold. So I'll probably come back and spray that piece right there. And then twist this. So now that's going like that. So now this one, I am going to rip it, I think, here. So I'm just going to, so you're just making branches now. We might put like a little bird in here, you know, whatever we want. You love your tree? Carol has her own personal tree. So now that's looking pretty good. So I like that. I like that a lot. I want to maybe just put one more little tiny little branch up in here. So I'm just going to twist this. And I'm just going to add this. I'm going to add this right onto here. So let's cut this out. So I want to get this close. And usually if I was just putting this on like a piece of cardstock, I wouldn't put this on chipboard, but it's because we're doing it on a clear piece of acetate that you've got to put it on something. So see, look how cute that tree is. You could do that, Jess. All right, so now I'm going to trim the rest of this and then see how I like it. So I want to trim this little piece off. And I'm going to come in here. I have that. I mean, it doesn't take long to do it. And if we were doing it for a card, we would even make it smaller. So we just want to trim all of this chipboard off of here. There we go. So see, look how cute it's looking now. Then we could decide if we want to put leaves or whatever. So, all right, so we need to cut this little piece of chipboard. And then we're going to add it into our book. So see, that's looking pretty good, pretty good. So we have 1, 2, 3. Very cute. Thanks, Trina. So I'm going to cut this off. All right. So now we have that. So now what I want to do is, I don't like that little gold piece there. So I'm just going to spray that before we go on. Yep, I made one. That's right, Jamie. I made one for Love Summer Art. So there. So see, you just cover it up. Any piece that you don't really like, you can just go ahead and redo it. All right, so let me just clean that. So there we go. We have our tree. We have our tree down like that. My gosh. And then I was thinking, you know, if you're going to do this album and you like, oh, I don't have any leaf dies or anything like that, if you go to Rachel 0113 for her Love Summer Art, she actually went and took real leaves from outside, and then she put paint on them, and then she stamped them on I think it was her canvas, and they looked perfect. So you could always do that too. Take your leaves from outside and you know, print from real leaves. So she's Rachel 013, and that was her Love Summer Art project. It was a canvas. It was really cool. I love the way she did the leaves. So I'm just going to add another little piece down in here. So you just could keep adding and adding. And then we'll have to put some moss on here. All right, so I know I want that there. That looks pretty good. We could still fool around with the top part, but I'm going to lay this mat down. Did you see it, Jamie? Rachel's? It was so cool what she did with her flowers. So I only take one off so I could decide where I want to put this. And so I think I'm going to go right there. And then I take the other one off. Oh, thanks, Kate. Yep. So we have that. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue. I'm going to go ahead and glue the tree down, and then we will take the blue part off, because then, I don't know, do you want me to make another tree? Because see, you're going to have to cover this back part, or do you want to see, you already see me do the tree. I could go ahead and do the tree, you know, later on, and then we could work on another part of the You love her art journaling? Yeah, she's really good. All right, so what I'm going to do now is put some tape, score tape on the back of here. Because that is the problem when you use acrylic. You have to think about the back side, and you're going to see all this on the back side. So that's why it's important that, you know, you're going to have to do it again. Sorry, going to have to do the tree again. Work on another part, yeah, because you've already seen me how to do the tree, so I will. And it would be just a matter of covering this part up on the other side, that's all. All right, so I'm going to take the bottom one off. I never take all the tape off because I like to be able to position my on here before I go ahead and do that. So I love that way. That looks good. Another part would be great. Okay, that's what I'll do. Because, you know, yep, you've already seen how to do the tree. And it would be the same thing, but we're going to, you know, you just cover up the other side. Yeah, I think I made 6 pages in this book. So, which will be 12 pages, which is a pretty good size for a mini. You like that, Lisa? And if you make them smaller for a card, you know, like a fall card, I mean, it goes really quick. Oh, I should have cut this part off. Hold on. I'll have to ink the other part. You can ink any part that you don't like. I'm going to have to put tape back on there. Hold on a second. I forgot to cut this one. I have to just move this over a little. So there. So then I would just go ahead and cut this, trim this, this, and those other ones are pretty good. So definitely I want to put something like peeking out of here, like a little, I don't know, something, squirrel, owl, something. And then I'll just trim this here. So there you go. Cool. And so then on this side, we would just add the other mat. What did I do with it here? So we'll have enough for, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm only going to put 2 because I'll put something that'll go behind there. So you could slide a journal or something like that. Okay, Linda. See you later. Thanks for coming. Thanks everyone who joined me today. All right, so then you just put this one right over that, and then this way you don't see the tape or anything like that. So again, I'm only taking it off the one side. This way I can make sure I've got it all lined up. And then I go ahead and take the other side. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. Oh, what happened here? Girls, you didn't speak up. This is not going to work. What happened? Because look what's going to happen. This is what happens if you forget to do this. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I did it on the wrong side. I did. Hi, Penny. Oh, Lord. Of course, I did not take, I took it off the wrong side. Ah, look at this. Now look, this is what not to do. What not to do. You see what happened there? Oh my gosh. You didn't see anything, did you? You didn't see anything? Darn it. That is what not to do. Shoot. But see, if that does happen to you, it's very easily, it comes off. So no worries. I'm just going to have to put more tape on this side. Darn it. I thought I had the right side. It's sticky. I have to just add a little tape. I thought the blue was on the other side too. Oops. Me too. I thought it was showing from the back side too. But see, that's what happens. That's why you got to make sure. Right, this piece is okay. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. You saw nothing. Thank you, Sherry. Well, I'm glad all those others who left or thought that it was like perfect. It wasn't. Oh my gosh, too funny. This perfect thing I just didn't want you to do when you did it. Oh my gosh, that was terrible, wasn't it? Journal fodder? What bunny? You're the one who should have said something to me. My bunny, she's always telling me. Okay, so I have this down now. This down, there. No harm done. Bye, Orla. There it is. But now you can see how nice that looks because it's nice and clear. So, and then in the back. So then we'd have to just put the tree in the back. Always listen to Jean. Was Jean yelling at me? I couldn't see. You saw nothing. Okay, good. All right. All right, so let's clean this up. So then I still have enough paper that I'll be able to do the other side. So I'll do the other side and I'll show you guys that next week. Oh my gosh, that was funny. She did say it. Oh, I missed it. Oh my gosh. You were too grossed in the tree, funny. All right. Never a dull moment. All right, so let's see what we did from last week. Shh is right. Shh. All right, so here's our front cover that we worked on last week that we still have to finish. And then I did cut some of, this is our page that we did last week. I did add another, because I didn't like just 2 and 2. So I did add another page there. So I want to punch our holes. Hi, Carol. Do I still need the chipboard on the other side? I'll need to make, no, not on the other side, no. I'll just put it down with tape. Nope, I'll just put it down with tape. But all I'll do is make sure I have it really glued well so that it doesn't unravel. Jane asked what if Xandra told her it was to film, but you missed it, Carol. Thank goodness. All right, so we got to find a spot in here for it. So I want to mark these holes first. So let's do that so that we can cut our holes. So here, 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 and here. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Too funny. All right, so I'm going to cut my holes. I think I can use this one right on here. Now, if you have a crocodile, I don't really use a crocodile because I just don't have the strength in my hands sometimes to push it. So I've had this for a long time and I just use this. It's just the easiest thing for me to do. Let me put this in the middle. No, one isn't. There it goes. So I'm just going to redo my holes now. And get it right in the same spot. Another cool tree. Yes, I just showed. They wanted to see it from start to finish. So we sprayed it. Then we dried it. Then we twist it, put it on chipboard, put it on film that we had to take off again. Oh my gosh, too funny. And once I do this one, then I can do the others as well. You love the birds? Yeah, they came. And then I wound up putting stickles on them. Um, so they're really cute birds. I did them because if you didn't have a die of a bird, I could have used a die. Of course, you don't have lots of dies. But I figured they were easy enough that you guys could do them, you know, do them yourself. So then you could decide, once you use these holes, you could decide either to put rings or just tie it up with ribbon. You got the tree stuck to me. I do? Where do I have it on? I do. Where? I have it on me? Where, bunny? All right. So now we have our holes. So I have our holes there and there. So I definitely want to do my holes in here. So I know this is a pain, but I guess we could, well, what we'll do is, I'll put the paper down first. So I decided, so we did this. This was what we did last week. And they're really easy. You just cut the circle in half and put them there, do stick legs. And then I just took stickles and I just made a little wing for him. On my arm? Where? Oh, there it is. I got it. Thank you. So I did cut out some more leaves. So we have plenty of leaves to cut out. I also have these wooden ones that we can use. So we'll see what else we're going to do. So then I flip this page. I guess still do holes on this one. So on this one, I thought we would go with this color. I kind of like this burgundy color. So let's glue this down. Oh, thank you, Linda Mac. Yeah, the birds are really cute. So, and then I want to, on this green paper, I want to add these mushrooms on this. I really want to work on this page, so I think what we'll do is we'll glue both of these papers down, but this will be the page that we work on. And I think this is where I'm going to put, where this piece is where I'm going to put the tree. What did I do with the tree now? Yeah, here. Because it'll be with the mushrooms on this page, so this is where I'm going to stick the tree in here. All right, so let's glue both of these down. Stick that there. Yeah, I like the burgundy because it picks up that burgundy and where the mushrooms are, that mushroom, the flowers here, picks up that color. And I like to use the pattern paper, you know, like to decorate it. I don't really like when you're doing a mini album putting it on the back because if it's pretty paper like this paper, I don't like to lose a lot of it, you know. So I try to think about how I could show off the paper. You're still deciding? You're deciding on this album, June Marie? It's really pretty. Then I think I'll have enough left over that I'm going to do a total burlap. Just all burlap. Pages and all burlap. And then I think maybe I'll do some fall cards because there'll still be a lot left over. You know, there's always a lot when you get a collection. I don't think so. She's probably over at Paula's Carol. All right, so I'm just going to put some here. Yeah, I got it because I just love the little fairies. I just can't help it. All right, so I'm only going to take off one piece. I should burn this down so that I can line it up. You love the burlap with this? Yeah, I do too. So I think we'll do a quick little burlap one. And if you guys have a AC Moore near you, right now they have the burlap bags, the big coffee bags, like I showed you guys, for $2.99. And if you use a coupon, you can get them for $1.50, and you could have, you know, tons of bags. So I'm only going to take off one side so that I make sure I have this just where I want it. Okay, Martha. All right, thanks. Thanks for coming, Martha. Where's Aunt Maggie? Hi, Aunt Maggie. All right. And usually I tell you I only put down, but for this one I'm going to put down the whole page. Usually if I'm doing a mini album, I only put like the back side because I can't decide if I want to put flips or something like that, but this one I'm not doing that. All right, so we have that. So I'm going to punch the holes, and we're not going to work on this page right now. I just want to get the paper down, and then we'll work on the green one. There's Aunt Maggie. How are you? All right, and I'll just put the tape down here, and then I'll go back to later and I'll ink I like the pages inked, so I'll go back and ink the pages. Finally found a little time to watch. That's good. I know, it gets busy. Everybody gets busy. This is why usually I like to have the pages already done so that you guys aren't sitting me here watching the tape. But since I always do that, I figure I would really try my best to show you what, you know, how I think about putting an album together, why I do what I do. So, bye, chick. All right. And we'll get to, I haven't decided what I'll do with this page, but I know with the green page, I want to put the mushrooms on there. So again, I'm only going to take off one piece. This way I can see where I want this. And then I go back. That. Oh, you missed this. I missed you too. All right. So now that's, I want to make sure. So I'm going to flip this side, and now we're going to put this. So I'm going to put my green piece down, and then I'm going to put the mushrooms. And then I'll show you how I cut them from the paper. I cut the ones that had all the little kids. So you can see this one has a little orange little fairy there. And then I cut this one that's got the little green one. They're hard to see if you don't look close enough. And then this one's got the little yellow fairy in there. So, and then I did punch some more sunflowers in case we were going to use those. I made that. I got this. So we're going to put these on this page. I'm going to put that over there. So we're going to work on these two pages. So let me get rid of this page. So again, I got to glue this down. And this is BoBunny's dotted green paper. Oh, you don't have to have surgery. That's good. I've had surgery on my left knee twice. The first time was not good. Like they said I would be able to ride a bike, and I never really was able to ride a bike. And then the second time I had the surgery, it was a lot better. I had a better doctor. I had better therapy. So the therapy is really important um, after you have your knee surgery. They want me to have surgery on my right one, but I'm not ready to go through that again. Ugh. Not just for the pain, but I hate when they take the staples out. Ugh, I hate that. All right, so we have that. Make sure I have this one going the right way of what I want. So again, I just line this up where I want. Yep, no surgeries, good news. Yes, I had total knee replacement. Yep, both times. Yep, the first time, and when I had it done, I was only like, when I had it done, it was like, I don't know, 25 years ago, and they only had um, the size for men. They never had women's. At least now, if you get your knee done, they've resized them to fit women's knees. So I have an actual man's joint, or whatever you want to call it, in my left knee. And then what was surprising to me when I had the second one, so when they replace it's like metal on the bottom and like plastic on the top. And so then the metal piece, when I first had it done, the little thing was only like that big. And then when I had it done again, now the metal piece is like this long. So it goes from my knee all the way down to like the middle of my calf. I was surprised about that. I was like, oh my gosh, it's really big. She had her knee done. Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun at all. And it still hurts. I mean, even if you replace it, it's not like it's, oh wow, you got a brand new knee. It's never going to be pain. No, there's still pain in it. Unfortunately, there's still pain. Plus the fact they didn't tell me either, like when I first had my first one, they were after my knee operation, they said, oh, by the way, now when you go to the dentist, you need antibiotic. I'm like, antibiotic? Why? And they're like, well, anytime you go to the dentist or get your nails done, any germs from your teeth or actually anywhere from your body, your knee joint is like a magnet. So if you get an infection, it will go right to your joint. And then they have to take out your joint. Isn't this lovely? They have to take out your joint, and then you have no joint in there. So you're just laid up for like 6 weeks for the infection to go away. And then then they put in another knee, and it's like, oh my God. So every time I have to go to the dentist, I'm like petrified. I make sure I take my antibiotics. I'm like, I don't want to get any infection at all. And then when I first had it, they thought I did have an infection, and I had to go back like, I don't know, it was like 2 months later. But then thank God it wasn't. So yeah, so it's not an easy thing. It's not like, oh yeah, get a knee replacement, you'll be great. No. There's like problems afterwards, believe me. And that's like I said, I mean, I still walk with a limp. You would think that, having the new knee and stuff, that I would be like walking, like how do these football players, I just don't get how these football players have a knee replacement and they're out playing football like in 2 months or whatever. I mean, they're nuts. Let's make sure this is where I want. Yeah, you have to be careful, especially with your teeth. So you always have to have an antibiotic when you have any work done. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, and I still go down the stairs like one leg at a time. Like, because the first time they never gave me the proper therapy, like I should have been able to, like, you know, go down the stairs like normal. But I just didn't have the right therapy. So you'll see me, I go 1 foot at a time, up the stairs, down the stairs. All right, so here we are. We have our pages. So now what I did was I cut these out. Let me show you. Here is, so here's the original paper. So you can see, you have to really look hard to see where those fairies are. So there's one here. So I cut this mushroom out. Then here's the other one down here. So I cut this one out. And then the other one is up here, the yellow one. So there it is there. And then I cut these other mushrooms on the sides. So that's how I got those mushrooms. So I decided I think I want the yellow and the green one to go on this side. Can you see? Maybe I'll bring you in just another tad. So I have the orange one to go here. I think I'm going to put this one here. Let me bring in just another one. There we go. And then, let's see. So what I want to do is I want to make pockets on this side. So this way we could put pictures in. I'll just move this over just a tad. This is stuck. So there you go. So, and then I have this one. I think I'm going to put this one here. So like that. So we're going to put this, you have to put it on like either a piece of acetate or a piece of chipboard, you know, whatever you want to decide how you're going to make this pocket. So I want to glue all of these together. And then I want something along here so that when you put your pocket, it just doesn't like fall out. So let's see what else we have here. Might have to cut another little piece. So let's see, maybe we just need, I want to see what I want to stick in here. Maybe we'll just stick this piece, this one little piece here on the corner. So you could decide what you want to cut out of this paper. So I want to trim this up. So I fussy cut it before, so I didn't want you guys to sit here while I was doing that. So then we have this piece here. So now I'm going to, let's see how I want to put this. I want to glue it so that it's all like that, all one way. So let's ink these. And then I'm going to put it on, I could either put it on a piece of acetate, or we could put it on, I think I want to put it on like a piece of cardstock and make like a little, kind of like a little folder type thing, so it'll pop out. Bye, Kate. Thanks for coming. So I just want to make sure I ink all my little edges so I don't have any white showing. Plus we have to be really careful with this little, when you're cutting it you won't notice, but that's his hand right there, and he's like hanging on to like a little vine. At first I didn't know what it was, and then I realized it was his hand. All right, and then I have this last one. And I love the way that they put like text. Can you see it over here? It's got like stamped text on a mushroom. Cute. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of orange. I'm going to take a piece of orange. Let's see what I'm going to do here. And I want to make like a little pocket like. So I want to, let's see, I'm just going to cut it so it's like about, so it's about 7.5 wide. And then I'm going to score it because I want it to have some type of fold. Now I probably should have glued this down before and it would have been nice and flush underneath. So I'm going to go 1/2 inch from the top like that, and then 1/2 inch at the bottom. Okay, Carol. So now I have this. So I want to fold this back, and then I'm going to cut this little corner here. And fold this like this. So see, if we hadn't glued this down first, you could have stuck this underneath and it would have been nice and clean. But we'll just have to do it like that now. So I folded it here and I folded here. It just gives a little bit more room for when we get ready to tuck stuff under. So now you're going to just build your mushrooms onto this page. So I know I want this one, oh, not that one, this one in the corner. So I'm going to put my glue on here. And then we're just going to cut it and trim it. I could have done this with acetate. You could have done it with a little piece of chipboard if you wanted it to be a little bit sturdier. But I'm just doing it with cardstock. So then this is going to go on here. Like that. What did I say? I wanted the yellow one on here, right? Where did it go? Oh, the orange one on here, right? So I want to stick this one here. This one here. So just kind of fool around with this, see how you want it. So I want this to come down, I think, to the bottom. And then we'll just trim all this other stuff. So I think I'm going to do it like that. And then we have this other one that I cut. What did I do with it? Was it this one? Wasn't this one? Just forgot to drag. Oh, what happened? So this one's this one. Oh, this is the one I think I cut for here. Did I? Yeah. So I am going to, where I want this one. See, because this is already cut off there, so I might have to pick something else. So I'm going to glue this all down. Yeah, right. I'm going to glue this part down. And then we'll just trim that all off. Especially because this little hand of his, with this little piece right there. And then this. I glue this on. Like that. And then we still need something for the bottom here. So I'm thinking, I think I have this. I have 1, 2, this one, and that one. Thinking maybe we'll stick this one here. Let's stick this one here. So you just keep building. Night, Jamie. Oh, you're welcome. And when you're cutting this, you see how this mushroom, don't cut right up to that white line. Leave a little brown so it looks like it's a shadow. So I'll show you what I mean. So you want just a little brown there to leave like a shadow. All right, so then we're going to stick this one. I'm going to stick this one down low like that. So this paper is so pretty, I really didn't want to cover this paper up. So even though if you don't like fussy cutting, it's not that much. And it just looks so much nicer. Oh, I forgot to ink that one. Oh, well. All right, so see now where this is, I'm just going to trim that all off. And then we'll ink that at the bottom. So see how we're making our own little pocket? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take tape. Make sure I burnish this down. Oh, thanks, Ella. And so we want to put tape on here. That's really cute. I like the paper. I might probably give this one. I'm not putting that tape all the way up because we're going to be cutting this. So let's see where it goes. About there. So now what we would want to do is trim this so that we have our pocket. So I'm just going to come in here. And I'd like to do maybe something to the background of this, the paper, not just leave it plain. So now we have this. But see, now if we didn't glue this paper, you could have put this down first and then stuck this behind it, but it works out the same. But I like the green because it's kind of the least color that's in here. Like the orange is pretty prominent, but that's why I picked the green. Doesn't it look cute? I love that. All right, so let's ink the edges here. I think I did this one already. Didn't do this one. So now we're going to glue this down. So I'll just make sure that I have it on the corner. Just like that. And so it just gives it a little, so now you can put like 2 or 3 in here. So now like we can take our, I cut this up. So now we can take the postcards, slip them in here. Yeah. Well, I really like the girls, the little fairy show and so on. Stick them out like that. So there. And then you could put a little glue here if you don't want them to fall out, you know. But I'm not sure we're going to keep those in there, but, you know, that's just to show you. So maybe you have time to finish this other page, hopefully. And I do have some sunflowers. I didn't know if I wanted the sunflowers on this page. I did cut them, though. Thanks, Teresa. All right, so now we're on to the next page, which is this one. So let me make room on my desk here. When I did have some flour soft, I thought this would be nice to put on the tree. So I might put some of that or moss on the tree. So we'll see. So we have all that in there. So now we're going to put this one in here. So we're going to do the same thing that we did. Oh, this is probably not enough. Maybe if I do it this way. So we're going to do the same thing. So I think I'm going to cut this. I probably should just use another piece of paper to make sure I get the height of it. Another piece. So again, I'm going to cut this 7.5. About 7.5. I'll cut like 4 inches off. We have like 7.5 by 7.5. Thanks, Renee. All right, so make a 1/2 inch on this side. Well, this is going to be on this side now. So now we need 1/2 inch here. And then a 1/2 inch at the bottom. Is that right? Yeah. So you want to make sure your score line's here on the right and then at the bottom. And again, I'm going to cut that corner off. So now we have this. So we're going to put this on this side. So we have our fairy with the yellow, and then our fairy with the green. So this one is like, maybe I'll put the green one up here. So that I can, yeah, there we go. Tilt our mushroom a little bit. Have that one. And this here. You guys have any questions? I'm trying to see where I want to stick this. He's really kind of crooked. This one's really kind of crooked. We'll stick that there. Stick this one there. I think like that. If I put, if you just kind of rearrange it to the way that you like it. So I think I'm liking it like that. So that mushroom's going to get pretty much cut off. Unless I put this one up on top. Oh, there we go. Maybe like that. Yeah, so I'm liking that better. So like that. You enjoy watching me? A little boring, no? All right, so I'm going to glue this one down for, oh, I didn't ink these. Didn't ink them? Teresa ruined your new manicure. Why? I want to ink these first. I'll make sure I put that one there. This one's going underneath. Oh, thanks, Ella. So then we'll have 4 pages and the cover kind of done. So the next week I'll try to have like maybe 4 more pages prepared. And so then maybe we have 1 more class after this and we should have this mini done. So it's going to be cute. I'm pretty sure I'm going to give this one to my nephew or my niece for her son. So all right, so we have that. So I'm liking that. So I'm just going to glue that down now. I keep wanting to like move this one. I'm going to glue this one first. So I'm just gluing this one here, like that. I'm going to glue this one down. And then glue this one down. What are you working on, Renee? Your file folder? All right, so where's my top? Right, so now we're going to trim all this off. We're going to put our tape down. Getting ready for baby album. Oh, that's nice. You need to learn to be your first album. Wow. That's nice, Sharon. Right, so then I'm going to trim all this off here in the back. I like to work on baby albums. So I'll always put a lot of my bears on there. Okay, so now we have that all trimmed off. And then now we have to just trim around the mushrooms. I think in his little hand he needs like a little flower or something. Because his hand goes underneath. When you cut it, it goes underneath like a flower. So it looks like he has a hand missing. All right, now we have that cut, and then we're just going to tape this down like that. Oh, cute, I like this page. So I'll make sure I have this down where I want that. So there. So now we have it. So we have this, we have that page, and that page. So let me take these out. I definitely want to do something, whether we're going to, I don't know, I want to put something on the back here. I'm not sure what, so I'll probably do that next week. So I want to stick their tree page. Where did he go? In between here. I think it would be a good spot for it. So see how cute? So it's actually peeking through the tree. Isn't that cute? This one's peeking. You can barely see his face underneath there. I should have put him down just a little bit lower. Darn, which if I could get it, probably not now. And then when we flip it on this side, you'll be able to see that one peeking through there. And you'll see all the butterflies. Isn't that cool? That's the one thing I like about the acetate, because you can play off the other pages. So I really love the way that that one shows through there. So cute. So let's put our holes in this one. And then I think I'm going to put some, of this Flower Soft on here. Although I do have little leaves, so maybe we'll do that. We have like 10 minutes or so. Thanks, Carol. So let's do our holes, and then I want to ink all these pages too. So I'm going to put my hole in here. I think I need a little clip here because it just keeps moving on me. It's so cute. I love that one, the acetate one, like other things peer through like that, peek through. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So cute. All right, there. I don't want to get that hole in there. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to climb the tree. It's true. Yeah, if I wish I would have put that other one down a little bit lower, but like if you're doing this page, so now you know, you're going to drop that, put your tree on there so that you know to where your little fairies are coming through. Oh, thanks, Aunt Maggie. Thanks, Teresa. So before we go, I'm going to put some leaves and tell me whether I should use the actual leaves or should I use the Flower Soft. And then I'll put that on there. So let me put this on here. And then next week I'll put some rings in here, and then we can at least see. So we have at least 6 more pages to do. Three. Oh, thanks, Sharon. I didn't even think about it. Like I said, if I'd have thought about it, I would have dropped that little yellow one down. So there we go. Because you can just barely see his little face from there, unless I move this tree. I might move the tree up a little. Let's see if we could do that. Because it would be so cute to have them peering through there. Let's see if I could do it. So I think I just need to just cut this just a tad. There we go. So if we can cut this so that that face shows through there, that would be so cute. There. There we go. So I just have to put a little bit of glue. Now you can see them both. See, there's one there and one there. Isn't that cute? Oh, thanks, Bunny. Oh my gosh, I just love how that worked out. So now let's see if we can fix this one, because I would love for us to see this one. Oh, you can see that one. That one's very clear. So on this side, you'll be able to see. Oh, it's so cool. I even have to say that's so cool. So, all right, so here's my question. Let me get my little leaves. Should I go ahead and put like moss hanging down? I think I really like to have leaves though. Thanks. Is it possible to fold the second tree to glue on the back side, the first tree to match edges? I'm going to glue a tree here. Yes. It's just that I didn't want to take up the time to put another tree. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to, well, I'm going to do that. But I just didn't, since I showed them once, I just didn't want to show them again. But oh my gosh, it's like my favorite page. All right, so should I put the Flower Soft like all over, or should I put the leaves? So these are Tim's new leaves. They're like really, some of them are really tiny, tiny. So we could either put, I'm gonna have to color these because I'm not just gonna put them there like that. So should I put the little leaves? Should I put these leaves, Or should I put the flower soft? The leaves, the leaves. All right, well, I'm going to have to color them. So then I can put them all along, and then I could pile some up on the bottom here, you know, like they're falling down. Both. Yeah, I said that at the beginning, Carol. Because I wanted to move on so that we could do another page. The leaves. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and like ink. I want to ink my leaves. I just don't want to leave them. See how much better they would look if I would ink each one. And just put a little brown around it. And maybe put like a little red in the middle. But then fill the whole thing with leaves. Oh my gosh, that's going to look so cute. Plus then I have to do it on the back too. So whatever I do on the front's got to happen in the back. So once I put the tree on here, then I'll put the leaves. All right, so that's it. All right, so let me put it together so far what we have so that you can see. I got to cut more holes. So we have that. This is the back end. And then I'll show you what we have so far. So this is the front cover, which I still have to do. I want to put like these bigger leaves here with acorns, and maybe like a bow, and then something here. Oh, that's okay, Carol. And then this is also has a spot to stick a photo in here, or you know, you could do like a to and from. So that's that page. And then we have our birds. Like that. And then this also has a pocket, don't forget. So we could still make some tags to go inside here. So that is a pocket. So then these two pages we'll have to work on next week. So, and then this was a page that we worked on. And I want to do something in the background here. I don't know what, but we'll do something. And then there's our tree, our awesome tree with our awesome little elves coming through there. Super cute. Oh my gosh, I love that part. And so then we'll have these two pages to do. So hopefully we could do that. And then on my last page, I want to put her, this little fairy girl. So, and it depends whether we'll put another page in between here or not. So I don't know. But so far we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. So that's a pretty good size album. And you're figuring we could get 1 photo here, 2 journaling cards or photos. So that's 4. Then whatever I decide to do here. And then you could stick, you know, probably like 3 on here. So that's like 6, 12, 13, 14. We'll probably get about 30, maybe 40 pictures in this album. So it's not too bad. But oh my gosh, I love this. This is one of my favorite parts. But this is my favorite part now. The one with the tree. So, super cute. Now, why isn't that closing? There we go. Oh, it's got a little thing stuck in there. Super cute. Thank you. Thank you, Linda Mac. So, you guys have any questions? So, Sunday, I'm going to be playing with Darcy's snowman stamp. I showed that in the beginning. I don't know where it is now. I'll hopefully do my jelly plates. If you're around tomorrow night around 9, I'm going to try to go on tomorrow. So we're going to play with this on Sunday. I love the little snowman. Thank you, Teresa. You can do a tree. I want to see you do a tree now, Teresa. Oh, and then here's our ribbon that we dyed. Going to have to put that one somewhere. We'll have to put this somewhere. And that was from the tree. But you see, you can see more like yellow-green compared to what the tree was like. So we'll definitely use a ribbon. If we don't use it here, we'll use it probably when we tie it up. Okay, Aunt Maggie. Thanks for joining us, Aunt Maggie. Oh, good. Oh, thanks, Ella. I want to do page 2 with just the fairies, too. I mean, we have them on here, but I'd like to do one with a little bit more of the other fairies, so. Yeah, tomorrow night I'll tweet it, but I'll also put it on Facebook, probably around 9, see if I could figure out my jelly plate problems, so. But, oh my gosh, I had fun doing this page, so this was cute. This was the best part. What a surprise. That was a nice surprise to see them come out of there, so. All right, you guys have any other questions? All right, thanks for coming, Jim Marie. I'm excited. I can't wait for January. So, thanks, Terry. All right, you'll see me tomorrow night. Okay, good. Hopefully tomorrow night. Yep. After Blade. Blade goes on from 7 to 9, and I'll try to come on after him as long as nobody else wants to come on. So, all right, have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.